These are the mighty Karakoram and Hindu Kush mountain ranges of northern Pakistan. A chain of mighty peaks, gigantic glaciers, and rugged steep slopes. Yet surprisingly, these inhospitable mountains provide refuge to a wide array of plant and animal life. Markhor and ibex negotiate the high crags. Marmots always remain on the alert. Huge and imposing, the brown bear roams the valleys and plateaus. And the most enigmatic of them all, the snow leopard. Rules these mountains. The snow leopard is perfectly adapted for life in one of the world's highest mountain ranges. These cats dwell in steep terrain, so they ought to be good climbers. Their long hind limbs and muscular chest helps them in climbing and leaping. Its tail, which can be as long as its body, acts as a balancing rod. But even with such advantages, life is not easy in these mountains. Snow leopard is an apex predator in this alpine ecosystem. Their predation governs the population of ungulates, which in turn influences the floral structure, thus shaping the niche of many smaller organisms down the food chain. Even the mighty golden eagle and the cunning red fox depends on snow leopard kills. Unfortunately, numbers of snow leopards are declining in the wild. An estimated 3,000 to 7,500 are left in its natural habitat. Pakistan is home to no more than 200 of them. There are a number of reasons to its dwindling population. Snow leopards require large territories to survive. Their home range can be as large as 1,600 square kilometers, crisscrossing international boundaries. With the explosion in human population, more people are moving into their natural habitat. Thus, their home range is shrinking fast, making it difficult for this shy and elusive animal to carve out a living. An adult snow leopard hunts a large animal every 8 to 10 days on average. Due to hunting, poaching, and competition over grazing from livestock, the natural prey of snow leopards has dwindled in the recent years. Less food supply means difficult survival. Life is difficult for people in these rugged mountains. They depend to a great extent on their livestock. With the scarce natural prey, attacks on livestock by snow leopards have increased. Such attacks are not welcomed. In a conflict of man versus wild, it is ultimately the snow leopard that pays the price. Despite being a legally protected animal, Snow leopard poaching continues. There is a high demand for its skin in the fur trade. Its body parts are used in traditional Asian medicine. What's even more alarming is that the number of snow leopards actually poached can be higher than estimated, since a lot of the poaching goes undetected. Temperatures are rising worldwide. The Greater Himalayas as a whole is very sensitive to global climate change. Progressive increases in warming at high elevations are already occurring at approximately 3 times the global average. These temperatures are potentially catastrophic for the Greater Himalayan peoples and ecosystems. It is creating significant cascading effects on river flows, groundwater recharge, natural hazards, and biodiversity. A crushing blow to the snow leopard's future is that by 2070, its alpine habitat will most likely shrink by 1/3, and another third will be heavily fragmented, strangling the rope on its survival ever so tight. In the face of such dire need to step up for the conservation of these cats in Pakistan, SLF was established in 2008. To protect this dwindling species, Snow Leopard Foundation needs information on their numbers and survival needs.
Snow leopard is highly elusive and camouflage in the trail, but still we need to have some information on the animal in order to plan any conservation measures. And that is luckily now possible with the advent of new technology. Some of those promising techniques are trail cameras and molecular genetics.
Conservation genetics is a revolutionary tool for detecting and estimating abundance of elusive species like snow leopards. Latest developments allowing extracting DNA from animal remains like feces and hairs, which can easily be collected from the field by researchers without causing any harm to the target species. Data obtained from the DNA not only helps in understanding the species, but also individual animals. Such information is then crucial in determining the population of a particular species and kinship among them. To determine the presence of snow leopards in a given area, researchers strategically place camera traps at the sites of most potential.
Trail cameras, basically you put on a trail and they replace the observers, and they work for you day and night for several weeks to capture movement of any species which passes by those trails. And that way you develop not only the presence of your target species but also the species which are sympathetic to your target animals. And you get information, for example, the home range, movement, as well as the interaction between the species.
The data obtained from such studies enables SLF to more precisely prioritize its conservation efforts and apply effective conservation solutions. Snow leopard's depredation on livestock is catastrophic when it enters the poorly constructed traditional pens. Confined in the pen, the livestock is then trapped, and snow leopard, driven by its predatory instinct, kills a staggering number. Losses in a single attack may range from 20 to 100 animals. Unbearable for a family whose annual income is around $300. In order to mitigate such conflicts between snow leopards and herders, SLF has built predator-proof corrals in various communities. As opposed to the traditional pens, these corrals are sturdily built, surrounded by 6 feet high strong stone walls, equipped with a firm door, and covered with a wire mesh. These corrals keep the snow leopards at bay.
जो बर्फानी चीता आकर भेड़ बकरियों को नुकसान पहुंचाता था, उस नुकसान को कम करने के लिए यहाँ पर एक महफूज मवेशी खाना बनाया गया। अब बर्फानी चीता जब आता भी है तो उस महफूज मवेशी खाने की वजह से मकामी लोगों को कोई नुकसान नहीं पहुंचता, उनकी माल मवेशियाँ बिल्कुल महफूज है।
When livestock is protected from snow leopard attacks, snow leopard in turn is saved from the herder's fury, nurturing a more positive relationship. Diseases kill 5 to 10 times as much livestock as are killed by predators. Herders cannot afford the vaccination.
चूँकि शुरू में बैल बकरियों को बीमारियां लगने की वजह से मकामी गरीब लोगों को बहुत ज़्यादा नुकसान हुआ करता था। 2007 में स्नो लिपर्ड की वजह से एक प्रोग्राम यहाँ आया। उस प्रोग्राम की वजह से एसएलएफ ने मकामी गरीब लोगों की मजबूरी को मद्देनज़र रखते हुए वैक्सीन का प्रोग्राम बनाया। उस वैक्सीन के प्रोग्राम से जो बीमारियां बैल बकरियों में फैलते थे, उन वैक्सीन की वजह से नुमायां तौर पर उन बीमारियों में कमी हुई। उन भेड़ बकरियों के दूध में भी इजाफा हुआ और गोश्त में भी इजाफा हुआ।
The Ecosystem Health Program makes vaccines available to these rural communities and empowers them economically. The foundation is funding and training herders to keep their animals vaccinated against disease. The vaccination program not only results in a healthier and more productive livestock, but also minimizes the risk of disease transmission to wildlife, including snow leopards. When losses to disease are minimized, the herders become more tolerant to attacks by snow leopards. Children are the future guardians of environment. For long-term sustainability of environment, it is imperative to educate future generation about intricacies of the ecosystem they live in.
ये लोग दरख्त काट रहे हैं जो कि इनका घर है और इन्हें भी मार रहे हैं। चीते को इसकी खाल के लिए मार रहे हैं और ये इसे खाने के लिए और इसकी सींग बेचने के लिए मार रहे हैं। अगर ये इन्हें मारेंगे तो ये ख़त्म हो जाएंगे। अगर ये पेड़ काटेंगे तो इनका घर तबाह हो जाएगा और ये गांव में आएंगे तो लोग इन्हें मारना शुरू कर देंगे और ये लोगों को मारना शुरू कर देंगे। हमारा जो इलाका है, मेरा गांव, ये बहुत खूबसूरत है। ये परिंदे इसकी शान है और ये स्नो लेपर्ड भी यहाँ रहते हैं महफूज। अगर आप लोग इन्हें मारेंगे और दरख्त काटेंगे तो हमारा इलाका खराब हो जाएगा और दरख्त से इंसान को सांसें मिलती हैं। दरख्त सब कट जाएंगे तो इंसान का दुनिया में रहना नामुमकिन है।
Conservation education programs are a key component of SLF's projects. The aim of these programs is to make the citizens and students collectively defend the environment. A more aware and responsible future generation will surely safeguard the future prospects of wildlife. Snow leopard enterprises creates sustainable economic opportunities that reduce the motivation behind poaching. This program provides training and equipment that enables participants to make beautiful handmade items from the raw wool of their livestock.
स्कूल की फ़ीस तो कम होते हैं, उनका बंदोबस्त हो जाता है, लेकिन फिर इस तरह हुआ कि मैं कॉलेज में दाखिला नहीं कर पाई। एक साल मैंने ड्रॉप कर लिया और फिर उस एक साल में मैंने इन्हीं कढ़ाई वगैरह से पैसे जमा कर लिए, इराक़ी और कलमी वगैरह जो है इनसे वो पैसे जमा करके मैंने कॉलेज में दाखिला ले लिया। अब मैं सेकेंड ईयर की स्टूडेंट हूँ और यहाँ SLF में काम भी करती हूँ कढ़ाई वगैरह।
Community-based conservation programs like these strive to protect the wildlife by improving the socio-economic conditions of people. Traditionally, the snow leopard's image among these people was that of a predator, only capable of harm. With the efforts of SLF, this perception is changing.
पहले वो दुश्मन था, अब मकामी कम्युनिटी में उसको अपना दोस्त और दिल में उसके लिए मोहब्बत है।
अभी मैं भी यही समझती हूँ ना कि स्नो लेपर्ड जो है ये हमारा दुश्मन नहीं है बल्कि हमारा दोस्त है और हमें इसकी तहफ़्फ़ुज़ करनी चाहिए।
Snow leopard is our friend.